Number two. Number three, in the early years in Mecca, he noticed, not only respect other humans, not only respect other religions, respect the other gender as human beings. Because these girls were being buried alive. The Prophet was noticing that these people had no morals. They were taking the girls and burying them alive. Even someone like Umar ibn al-Khattab himself narrates. Umar ibn al-Khattab narrates that in the days of Jahiliyyah, before Islam came, we used to bury our daughters alive. He says there are two things. One of them makes me cry and one of them makes me laugh. He said the one that makes me laugh is that we used to worship a god made out of dates. They made an idol made out of dates. You know dates which you eat? And he says we used to worship it, but when nobody's looking, we take a date and we eat it. By the end of worship, that god was dead. Then he says that used to make me laugh. Then he says there was an area which made me cry when I used to bury my daughter alive. Says my daughter held on to my beard as I was burying her, but I got the spade and I hit her and I buried her alive. Rasulullah, the Prophet, would notice, if I've come to this society, I first told them to reflect. They've begun to reflect. First, let them respect fellow nations and not be racist. Second, let them be tolerant of other religions. Thirdly, let them respect the role of the woman in society. Because if I give the rights to the woman, then we'll have great nations. Notice what he does. First, the woman is not to be buried alive. Second, the woman is to inherit and not be inherited. In the past, woman would be inherited. The Prophet comes and says, no, she has the right of inheritance. Number three, a dowry is to belong to the woman. In the days of Arabian Jahiliyyah, the dowry goes to the father of the girl, not the girl. When he came, he said the dowry goes to the girl herself. Number four, heaven lies underneath the feet of a woman. Heaven lies underneath the feet of the mother. When the Prophet, one day, a Jewish young man becomes Muslim, he comes to the Prophet. He says, "O Prophet of God, my mother is Jewish, but I am a Muslim. How do I treat her now that I've become a Muslim?" The Prophet said, "You treat her better than you used to treat her before." He went home, he started doing all the chores. His mother looked at him. She said, "Ever since you became a Muslim, you behave like this. Why?" He said, "My Prophet tells me heaven lies under your feet." She said, "If this is what the Prophet preaches, then I want to join the religion of this Prophet." That was then number four. Then number five, as part of his moral system,